Oh, day 16. Eden. Okay. I turn off the lights in my house. It's 4 in the morning. With dawn still a few hours away, we leave the Emiya household. Everything is arranged already. There's nothing to talk about now. We just need to go to the battle and fulfill our roles. There's no guarantee that we'll come back alive. Now, that's been the case all along, but there's less of a guarantee this time. That's why I'm carefully turning off all the lights. Yeah, don't want to run up that electric bill when you're dead. There's someone standing in the yard. The golden-haired girl is just standing there, looking up at the night sky.
Oi! 何してるんだ、セイバー。
空を見ていました。それとこの家を。
Her reply is gentle. She's looking at the house with an expression different from the first time I met her.
いろいろありましたから、ずっと覚えていられるように心に焼き付けておきたかった。
I still gotta watch that. It is the voice of one prepared not to return.
そっか。できればずっと覚えていてくれ。
I make a clumsy wish from the porch.
はい。では私からもお願いします。あなたたちは私が守る。ですから必ず二人でこの家に戻ってください。
ああ、必ず戻るよ、ここに。
That's all I can manage to say. Going to go destroy the Holy Grail. At the same time, Servant Saber will be returning to her original place. Do you mean in the chat? Because for me, Inatai is blue. So I don't know. Yeah, but I mean, Fate Root, and as well as seeing the true end already through the anime, kind of numbs me to the pain, somewhat. Even if I want her to stay here, and even if Saber is attached to this house, as long as she is a servant, she cannot go against this law. Hey, you know, just... I don't know.
ちょっとそこ何してんのよ。時間がないんだから急ぎなさいよね。
Damn it, Rin. Yeah, but unfortunately we don't have a clutch Sakura to come and attach the attach the servants to, or have a contract with, unfortunately. No clutch Sakura save. A voice urges us from the entrance. Tosaka must be waiting at the gate, ready to go. Yeah, that too.
では、シロ。
ああ、決着をつけに行こう、セイバー。
I turn off the last light and leave the house with Saber. A quiet night. The illusion of the girl staring up at the stars is still lingering in the yard. The plan goes like this. Saber will head into the Ryudo Temple from the front, while Tosuka and I sneak in from the back. Saber will enter before us so that she can get Gilgamesh's attention. We will use that opening to sneak in, quickly destroy the Holy Grail, and go help Saber. I'll keep Gilgamesh at bay by projecting his noble phantasms, allowing Saber to finish him off. That's the only plan we have. It is a path that you can barely call a road. Tosuka must have researched it beforehand as she goes up without hesitation. At night, the mountain is dark and ominous. It is natural for the sacred mountain to reject people. The dark mountain is threatening, but it is an embodiment of the pure gods at the same time. But
尋常じゃないわね、これ。生臭すぎて吐き気がする。
Tosuka stares up at the summit, where the Ryudo Temple is. Smelling bloody is just a phrase Tosuka used. There's no smell of blood coming from the mountain. It just feels strange. The air is damp and it sticks to the skin like a membrane. The place is suffused with a life force so strong that I can't tell if the breathing that I hear is mine or the mountain's. I feel like I'm climbing up a big living organ rather than a mountain.
今更だけど、シロ、体の調子はどう？
Oh, you know, feeling alright. Then, Tosuka suddenly asked me such a question.
いや、調子はいいんだが、悪いというか。
Okay, that's not very clear.
正直、持て余してる。
That's true. Yeah. I honestly tell her. I'm freezing. I can easily project dozens of weapons with this amount of magical energy. Oh, my mouse. But it's like having a jet engine inside of a worn-out plane, so the fuel might leak out and explode if I let my guard down. Yeah, no, we wouldn't want you exploding. That would not be good.
うわ、贅沢な悩みね、それ。けど、ちゃんと成功してよかった。初めてだったから心配だったのよ。
心配？もしかして。
家庭じゃなくて、その後の話よ。シローに分ける魔力とセイバーに取られてる魔力のバランス。2人分の掛け持ちなんだから、セイバーの出力が落ちてるのはわかるでしょ？
Yeah.
そうか。そうだよな。じゃあ、セイバー、思うように戦えないのか？
あのね、甘く見ないで。そんな不手際はしないし、セイバーに比べたらシローに分ける魔力は小さいからなんとかやっていけるわ。ただ無理は効かないの。今のセイバーは1回しか聖剣を使えない。
Oh, yeah, that puts us in a bit of a bind. Sort of.
聖
Nah,
剣
not
は
really.
一度しか使えない？
And we can't use the holy sword against Gilgamesh. Saber's noble phantasm has to be saved to destroy the Holy Grail.
じゃあ、セイバーは切り札を封じたままでギルガメッシュの足止めをするのか？
ええ。だから少しでも早く合流しないとまずいわ。セイバーがギルガメッシュを止められないと判断した場合、聖剣を使うようには言ってある。けど、そうしたらセイバーに後はないの。セイバーの聖剣でなければ聖杯は壊せない。だからその時は。
My breathing stops. In short, she'll have to use her holy sword at the cost of her existence.
トサカ、それは。
仕方ないでしょ。これはセイバーが言い出したことなんだから。私が止めたって彼女は聖杯を壊すわよ。
Tosaka murmurs as she looks away. Damn, how stupid of me. It must be hard for Tosaka as well. Tosaka doesn't want Saber to disappear either. Then, yeah, but I mean, even if she could destroy the Grail, without, you know, without having to worry about losing her existence, she would disappear soon anyway. So it's like...
急ごう。ギルガメッシュにセイバーは渡せない。
当然よ。私のセイバーだもの。あんな奴に殺させないわ。
Unless Rin feels confident she could find a way to hang on to Saber and not completely drain her. Because I mean, without the world connection, I don't know if Rin could hold on to her by herself. I don't know if that would work. We run. We know what we have to do. We have to stop the Holy Grail as fast as we can and go settle the match with Gilgamesh. Time for a good old battle between Saber and Assassin. The mountain is rumbling. The sky is filled with dark clouds, and the trees are rustling as if shivering with fear. She watches it all at the entrance to the mountain gate. She understood that the Ryuda Temple was poisoned the instant she approached it. Well, you know, to be fair, he did have had someone, you know, burst out of his chest like a, you know, alien from what was the movie that happened? Predator? Alien vs Predator? Or just Alien? One of those. The Golden Servant isn't the only one waiting for her at the top of the stairs. Something strange is waiting for her. Oh, both had happened. Oh yeah. And yeah, quote-unquote true assassin was, you know, chest bursty. She cannot afford to make a mistake. If the mountain is a place of death, then she will draw all the risk to herself. She wants the other two to make it out alive. She cannot hold anything back. She can only use her holy sword twice. She understands that she will disappear the instant she activates the holy sword for the second time.
構わない。元より捨て身でなくてはかなわない相手だ。
The King of Heroes, Gilgamesh. She cannot think of anything else but to use the holy sword against that man with 1,000 noble phantasms. Yeah. Yeah.
じゃあセイバー、30分経ったら始めて。
She recalls Rin's words. It's only one more minute until the appointed time. She breathes out and sets her condition. Wind blows down from the mountaintop. The instant the trees shiver against the evil wind, she starts up the stone steps. She runs up in a flash. Her attack must have been detected the instant she stepped onto the stairs. The last servant should appear at the temple. She will get to him as quickly as possible so she can defeat him before Shiro and Rin arrive. She cannot disobey her master's orders. She started off after waiting 30 minutes, just as Rin ordered. Even if she arrives at the temple before Rin expects her to, she's not going against Rin's order. It is just that she will protect her master's life, and go against Rin's expectations as a result. If the thing leaking out from the mountain is pollution, Saber is a raging wind that blows the pollution away. It should not take her a minute to get to the top. She'll be 5 minutes faster than what Rin is expecting. I mean, maybe with some help from Barnacle Boy, but Solo, I don't know, no. I don't know. She can end her fight against Gilgamesh in that time. She runs, enduring the mountain's chill. The silver armor shoots up to the temple like a bullet. And when she finally reaches the mountain gate, her feet, which should not stop, come to an unexpected halt. Sweat runs down her forehead. She looks up at the mountain gate in astonishment.
待っていたぞ。よくぞ間に合ってくれた、セイバ
An elegant voice echoes through the night. Moonlight glints off the longsword. On the stairs leading up to the mountain gate stands an enemy who should not exist.
アサシン。
There was no elegance in Saber's voice. An enemy that should not be there. An obstacle that should not exist. She cannot be calm in the face of these surprises.
ー。どうしたセイバー。私がいるのがそれほど不思議か
Kinda. I mean, not for me, but for her, probably, yeah.
私はここの門番だとお前は承知しているはずなのだが。
His pleased voice is calm and composed. The swordsman is acting casually, even with the evil wind swirling about.
バカな。なぜここにいるアサシン。あなたはキャスターが呼び出したサーバントだ。キャスターが消えた今、あなたがとどまっているはずがない。
通常のサーバントならばそうであろう。だが私はちと特殊でな。この身を縛っているのは人ではなくこの土地なのだ。お前たちがマスターと呼ぶよりしろ。私にとってはそれがこの山門ということになる。
土地がよりしろだと。
Yeah.
いかに魔術師といえど実体を持たぬサーバントにサーバントは維持できぬ。サーバントのよりしろはこの時代のものでなければならぬらしい。女狐は私を呼び出しよりしろにこの土地を選んだ。故に私はこの山門にのみ出現するサーバント。召喚者であるキャスターが滅びたところでこの山門がある限り消えることはない。
Nuke the mountain. You just drop a nuke on it. That's all you gotta do. No? It may, there may be some nuclear fallout, but if it works, it works.
もっともそれも日雇いに過ぎんがな。女狐が私に与えた魔力はおよそ20日分。その限度がいつかお前ならば見て取れよ。
That's why he could repel Berserker solo. Okay. Interesting. Saying so, the swordsman raises his right hand. Inside his elegant kimono, his white arm is transparent like glass.
アサシン、あなたは。
見ての通り夜明けまで持たぬ身だ。20日の刻限などとうに過ぎている。ここまで持ちこたえたことこそ行幸と言えよ。
She looks up at the swordsman in astonishment. Neither enmity nor murderous intent is emitted from his sword. He just wishes for a fight. He is demanding a meaningless battle.
では、私と戦うために残ったというのですか、アサシン。
Can't deny him that now.
言わせるなセイバー。口にすればつまらぬ言葉になり下がる。
He laughs. She can understand how he feels. But she doesn't have the time right now. The other two will make it in time for the battle unless she hurries. No, in the worst case, they'll reach the temple to face Gilgamesh even before she does. I mean, Shiro can take him.
そこをどけアサシン。あなたに門番を命じたキャスターは消えた。もはや門を守る意味などあるまい。
Except, you know, his desire to fight, but yeah. Saber asks while she takes a step forward. But
いいな。元より私に戦う意味などない。
Assassin points his sword at Saber, saying that he will start the fight if she comes any closer.
そう戦う意味などない。私には初めから何もないからな。英霊としての誇りも望むべき願いもない。いや、そもそも私が呼び出されたこと自体が間違いなのだ。何しろこの身は佐々木小次郎などではない。
Saber's confusion reaches its limit. Sasaki Kojiro. It should be the true identity of the servant. But Assassin himself said that he's a fake.
そう驚くことでもあるまい。佐々木小次郎というものはな、もともと正体のない架空の剣士なのだ。
That said, though, the argument could be made that a lot of the servants that are in Fate may or may not exist. Like, or may or may not have existed, I should say, if I'm being, you know, proper. Like,
実在したとされるが、記された記録はあまりに不鮮明。
well, there are some that are straight up just not. They never exist. Like I highly doubt Medusa existed. But hey, but to be fair, maybe she's like Kojiro and she was a false existence. Who knows?
ある剣豪の敵役として都合が良い過去を捏造された人々の記録だけで剣豪とされた人物だ。確かに佐々木小次郎という男はいただろう。物干し竿と呼ばれる長刀を持つ武芸者もいたはずだ。
Oh, alright. Yeah, I kind of figured it was something like that, but still, it's like, so, you know, some of those tales are pretty unbelievable. Like even, okay, let's say a man named Hercules existed, right? He was not the son of Zeus. Like, let's be real here. Like his tales, I'm sure, are very, definitely exaggerated, because you know there weren't any gods, so like obviously he couldn't do a lot of the things that they. Whatever. But you know, there could in fact have been a very strong man named Hercules. That could be true. But like, and the rest of that, no.
だが、それらは一個人のものではない。佐々木小次郎という剣士は。引き立て役としてのみ作られた架空の武芸者であったはずだ。
架空の英霊ですが、あなたは。
そう、佐々木小次郎だ。佐々木小次郎というから、それを被るに最も適した剣士が私というだけの話だ。私に7度ない。読み書きなど知らぬし、 名前を持つほど余裕のある人間ではなかった。
Okay.
私はただ記録にある佐々木小次郎の秘剣を披露できるという一点で呼び出された亡霊だ。
Oh, okay. So he was just... So this man's physical form did exist, but he had no identity, essentially. And so he was forced into the mold of Sasaki. I don't know. It's weird. Ironically, Dracula's in canon is just from Bram Stoker's straight up. Interesting.
偽りのサーバントであるこの身は長くは持たぬ。故にキャスターも使い捨てとして扱った。
You think she would have been nicer to you if you'd been a real person, like a real server? Like, I don't know about that. Like, I don't know.
そうだ。意味など初めからないだろう。たとえここで偉業を成したところで、報酬はすべて佐々木小次郎に与えられる。私には何も返ってこない。無である私にとってあらゆることは無意味だ。この身は自分すら定かではない。佐々木小次郎という役柄を演じるだけの名のない使い捨ての剣士に過ぎぬ。
That sucks. I mean, his longsword wavers. Like, I mean, at the same time, it's also like, I guess. I mean, I guess he doesn't see it that way, but I guess it would be sort of flattering to be like, hey, you have the skills to be this person. Here, we'll summon you as him, okay? The longsword is wavers. The fictional swordsman created by a fictional story blocks your way as if to fulfill his role.
だが、その私にも唯一意味があるとすれば、それは今だ。
FGO in a nutshell.
無名のまま死んでいった私に、もし望みがあったとしたら。
He must have. He must have dreamed of a match with a superior swordsman who he could not have been allowed to witness as a nameless swordsman.
アサシン。
She readies her sword. She cannot convince her enemy. The only way she can answer the swordsman who is prepared for his death is to fight him.
では始めよう。なに、元より花と散る頃に、その最後、そなたで迎えられるのであらば、これ以上の幕はあるまい。
His longsword moves. Saber's sword repels to strike like moonlight. His longsword wavers. She cannot match Gilgamesh if she uses up her powers here. But she cannot afford to hold back. No. She does not know if she can win even if she uses all her powers. His longsword gets more... I'm still like... I know this revelation came a while ago, but I'm still mind blown over the fact that the game literally straight up says he repelled Berserker. Like, is that not like sticking in the back of anyone else's mind? When I think of him, like, he solo repelled Like goddamn. His long sword gets more fierce with each blow. A fictional swordsman. A swordsman who can match a heroic spirit without a noble phantasm. I'm pretty sure it said he defended it solo, if I recall correctly. Like Castor wasn't there at the time, apparently. She must settle her match with him right here, and I could be mistaken, but I'm almost positive it said he solo repelled Berserkers, Saber, Lancer, etc. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he soloed him. Which, yeah, he had to be on, he was on defense, so, but still, the fact that, cause he's weak, or oops, wrong thing. In terms of just like actual strength. Hello? Oh, abilities. Okay, I guess he's not that bad, but C rank strength and E in endurance versus A plus A, B, A, like. It's like, that's pretty insane. I don't know. Yeah, it's crazy. The mountaintop is near. We'll reach the back of the temple once we climb up this mountain. I think there's a big lake there.
見えた。あともう少し。
Tosaka pushes her way through the branches and runs up the hill. I keep watching our surroundings as I follow behind Tosaka. And so, it greets us the instant we make our way from the hill onto level ground. A lump of meat is wriggling around. Thing in the middle of the lake spews out a rotten liquid like a black fountain and shakes as if asking for help. How big is that thing? Already as big as an island. The pile of flesh is slowly expanding. The clear water is now dirty and sticky like coal tar.
嘘だろ。あれが聖杯だっていうのか。
I avert my gaze, unable to stare directly at it. The air on the mountain is that thing's breath. The infinitely flowing magical energy is making it split open, and the black blood is polluting the lake. The blood isn't just colorless energy. Unfortunately, I never really watched Bleach. I watched like a bit of the very first arc back in the day when I was like a kid, but I never like actually watched it. I heard like after like the halfway point it became bad, so I never bothered to go watch it. But apparently the new arc that's getting adapted is apparently like a fan favorite. So I might start it up again, like from the beginning. Cause I don't know. The blood isn't just colorless energy. The black thing is a visible curse. I don't know. To me, it's just like one of those things. It's like One Piece. Like, I don't want to watch. I mean, One Piece is a different beast, of course, but like, Bleach is those like what 400 episodes. I don't got that kind of time. I mean, I do, but I don't. But I do. But I do, but I don't want to. I don't know, I might. Just looking at the black mud gives me chills. The curse seeps into my brain through my eyes, ordering me to die. Resident Evil. And that is all. Die, 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 die.
あんなのどうやって。
stop such a thing. The distance is about 30 meters. The lake is shallow, and it'd be easy to walk in it. But it's suicidal to go into that mud. Just looking at the curse is almost enough to knock one unconscious. I know the ending of Naruto, but like I never actually watched the full series. I watched like the important bits, but I've never sat and watched every single episode of Naruto either. But I do know how the story ends and like fights and whatnot. But yeah. I'll weaken and sink into the mud if I walk a meter into it.
あれ、破裂寸前よ。元からああいう形なのかどうかは知らないけど、器があんまりにも小さすぎたんでしょうね。中のものを抑えきれず、器を壊して溢れ出ようとしてる。
器を壊すって、それは。
Yeah, Shinji's gonna blow up.
シンジが聖杯になってるなら、シンジを壊すってことでしょうね。ほら、見える？あの山の奥、なんか人型らしきものがあるでしょ。シローなら確認できると思うんだけど。
I look where Tosca's looking. Within the expanding pile of flesh, I certainly see something shaped like a human. He looks like he's been crucified. I mean... at the end of the day, he does try and change for the better if Hollow Ataraxia is anything to go off of. So I can't say I don't agree with it, but like, if you asked me that before Hollow Ataraxia and HF, of course, because, you know, we kind of get his backstory a bit in HF. It's like, okay, I guess. But, then no. But knowing what I know now, I kind of do. His clothes have been torn off, leaving him naked. Hideous lines run across his skin, connecting his body to the meat. It looks bizarre, as if grapevines took a human form.
シンジ？顔は見えないけど、あの背格好は間違いない。
Oh, you can tell who he is just from his physique, huh? Oh, okay.
そう。で、生きてる？
I can't tell. He's not dead, but I'm not optimistic enough to say that he's alive in that condition.
息はある。体だってまだ。
I can't even say that he has human limbs in a way.
やっぱりね。もともと今回の聖杯は人型だった。なら、人間っていう部品を利用して動かすってことでしょ？
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
シンジは合わないからああなったみたいだけど、基本的に聖杯は宿主に生きていてもらわないと作動しない。
けど、あれは破裂寸前なんだろう。核になっているシンジを壊すって。
それは仕方なくよ。そうなったら聖杯も何もない。ただ聖杯によって開けられた穴からあの得体の知れないものが溢れてくるだけ。だから逆に言えばまだ間に合うわ。
Let's do it then.
聖杯は起動しているけど、願望機っていう本来の姿になってなければ壊れてもいない。
I guess I'm not. I guess I'm not.
あの金ピカは穴だけを開けるって言ってたでしょ。あいつの目的は聖杯を起動させて器だけ壊すことなのよ。そうすれば
今みたいにあの得体の知れない泥が際限なく溢れ出てくる。
There's no time to think. We have to pull Shinji out of that thing and stop the Holy Grail.
遠坂、 あの泥なんとかできるか。凍らせちまえば上を歩けそうだけど。
無理。ただの水ならいけるけど、あれはもう呪いに加工された魔力なのよ。形になった魔術を凍らせるなんて、そんなの氷結専門の術者でも難しいわ。
Yeah, well, I'll have to look into that then. Huh.
そうか。ならあとは。
I guess I'll just have to. I guess I'll just have to pray and run through it. I'll cross the lake before I get cursed and bring Shinji back.
そのままで行く気？無理よ。あなたじゃいいとこ真ん中で飲み込まれるってば。
やってみなくちゃわからないだろう。もう時間がない。セイバーも今頃あいつと戦ってるはずだ。ここで躊躇している暇は。
Yeah? How's it going for you? I quickly turn, moving to protect Tosaka.
これは驚いた。まさか三度もその不出来な顔を見るとはな。雑種。
A laugh. He appears here as if he knows of our plan.
キルカメッシュ。嘘。なら誰と戦ってるのよ、セイバーは。
It seems Saber's fighting someone from Atuska, saying. But I can't tell who she's fighting, nor how she's faring. No. This isn't the time to be thinking about such things. The one before us is the worst possible enemy. He's the strongest servant. The one the three of us had planned to beat together. But only Tosca and I face him now.
何？セーバーは不在か。つまらん。それではただ殺すだけか。
Now would be a good time for I am the bone of my sword, yada yada yada, unknown to death, known to life, yada yada yada. Know the blade works. Coldness emanates from the sea of mud, and the man before me gives off a murderous intent. He already has the noble phantasms ready behind him. I'll be skewered the instant I carelessly take a step forward.
いや、それでは芸がないな。本来なら有無を言わせぬが、今回は特別に許す。せっかくの客だ。そのせいにわずかばかりの猶予をやろう。
Thanks.
猶予だと。
I clench my fists as I glare at the enemy. My magic circuit is open. I managed to form 14 blueprints in my head. I'll reproduce his swords once he clicks his fingers. I should be able to let Tosca escape.
なんだ、言われなくてはわからんのか。眉が帰るまでの数分、そこでかかしになるがいい。あれも見届ける者が俺だけでは寂しかろう。この行く末を最後まで見届けるというのなら、そのせいにも意味がある。
I can't listen to him. Our goal is to stop the Holy Grail. If we can still make it, we have to get Shinji back.
そうかよ。悪いがこっちは。
あんたの言いなりになんてならない。今すぐあの日会に行ってあんたの聖杯を止めてやるわ。
Then, Tosca glares at Gilgamesh from behind me.
ほう。
He grins. He smiles like that when he decides to kill the one in front of him.
待て、トサカ、それは。
シローはここであいつを止めて。
I mean, I'll try.
無茶だって分かってるけど、セイバーが来るまでなんとか持ちこたえて。シンジは私が責任を持って引っ張り出してくるから。
And then wouldn't you know it, he solos him without Saber's help.
引っ張り出してくるって、お前。
分かってるわよ。あんなんでもさくらの兄貴だし、見殺しにはできないもの。 それに助けられるのなら助けるのがシローの心情でしょ。
Yeah, he sure is too soft-hearted for his own good. Tosaka runs to the Black Lake. Is she going into that mud? What you laughing at, Peanut Gallery?
なんだその滑稽さは。俺を笑い死にさせるつもりか、貴様ら。
He laughs, as if to look down at Tosaka's determination.
てめえ、何がおかしい。
なんだ、お前はおかしくないのか、雑種。とんだ三流どもだ。あの呪いの中を進むだと。サーバントですら耐えられぬ呪いの渦を人間風情が踏破できるとでも思ったか。
I mean... Yeah?
私の底を甘く見ないで。この程度の呪いで染まるほど弱くないわ。それにね、私たちはあんたみたいに反霊体ってわけじゃない。ちゃんと生身のある人間なんだから、むざむざ飲み込まれてたまるもんか。
You tell him, Ren. It's an obvious bluff, but I'm sure that Tosaka will make it across. As she says, Tosaka Ren isn't so weak as to lose that curse.
そうか。ならば好きにしろ。もっとも、俺はそんな真似は許さんがな。
トレス。
A sword shoots forward. The sword flies through the air to pierce Tosaka's defenseless back.
オフ。
And it is slashed down by Konsho. I breathe hard. I made it. Even though I was prepared, this is the fastest projection I've ever done. It's probably thanks to Tosaka's magical energy. Yeah. With this, I might be able to...
貴様。
Oh no, he mad. He angry. Murderous rage fills his red eyes. The projection made him serious. The noble phantasms behind his back increase in number.
シロー、
I hear Tosaka's worried voice. I don't turn around, but stare at my enemy with Konsho in hand.
トサカ、神知を頼む。
Here we go. It's time, baby. That's all I say.
任せて。すぐに連れ帰ってくる。
I hear a splashing sound. Tosaka goes into that mud without any hesitation. Then I'll protect her. I won't allow a single noble phantasm to get past me.
お前の相手は俺だ。トサカに手を出したかったら、まず俺を倒しやがれ。
I take a step forward. That must have gotten on his nerves. The golden servant takes his eyes off Tosaka and looks at me.
あの小娘はのたれ死ぬ。
Oh, you would think that, huh?
俺が手を下すのはあくまで慈悲だったのだが。
Hey, okay, buddy. Okay. The noble phantasms point at me. He lets out a sharp, murderous intent.
その前に、貴様には思い知らせる必要があるようだ。薄汚い贋作者。その身をもって、真偽の違いを知るがいい。
And it's gonna interlude over to Saber, right? He releases his treasures unsparingly. Yep. Oh, yep. Damn it. The longsword slashes through the darkness. Saber has yet to be able to close in on her enemy that freely swings his longsword. Unable to dodge, she retreats. The distance between the two does not shrink. There is 1 meter between Saber and Assassin, but Saber is unable to climb the last few steps. She bites her lip. She cannot waste any time. She surpasses him in power. She can overpower him if she uses her magical energy and her sword as a shield. Just one blow. She can overpower him if she can withstand just one blow. But can you withstand one blow? It can be her arm or leg. If she does not allow the wound to slow her, there will be no second attack. She can surely slash Assassin after she receives his blow. But if the attack is to come for her neck, she cannot overpower him. All of this servant's attacks are of that kind. All are meant to take her life. Retreat is the only defense against them. She cannot move forward because of the enemy's technique, and the geographical disadvantage does not allow her to move to either side. She cannot move forward because of those reasons. She must reach the temple alive. The two are fighting Gilgamesh even at this moment. They might die if she's late. No, in the worst case, they're already... Oh, hurry, Saber. She runs. She rushes upward, yelling as if to deny the ominous thought. The two weapons collide. For some reason, Assassin swings his sword not at the charging Saber, but at the swinging sword.
ほう、さすがはセイバーの剣。数回程度ならば耐えられると思ったが、一撃で曲がるとは。
Sparks fly off. The swords try to push each other away.
受けた。アサシンが私の剣を。
Yep. Assassin's sword is fragile. It is a good sword that can even cut steel, but it is made by a human. It cannot even be compared to her sword that's not made by men. His longsword would be pulverized if he used his power to strike back at the oncoming attack. That is why Assassins parried the attacks and pushed back Saber by attacking her body instead of her sword until now. But Assassin blocked this attack. Assassin's sword cannot block Saber's attacks no matter how strong he is. The longsword that blocked Saber's attack is bent. There's no way it's as sharp as it was before.
勝てる。無傷でこの男に勝てるのか。
Maybe. Saber asks herself will she pushes back Assassin's longsword. That question becomes an opening. There's a reason why Assassin blocked her sword. She is standing in that position before she realizes it. You fucked up. Their positions are different. They're now standing on the same level. Before she realizes it, Saber's been forced to fight sideways. It's just like before. They're standing on the same plane. This is the position he needs to execute his secret technique. Assassin's able to execute his demonic attack here. Tsubame Geshi. 3 arcing blades closed in on the enemy from all sides, allowing no chance for defense or evasion. A chill runs up her back.
アサシン、貴様。
Saber stops pushing. She can push him back. She can push Assassin back with her strength, then follow up with a finishing blow, or run up to the mountain gate. But it will be the same either way. That attack will come the instant she pushes him away. It will end once he executes his technique. It does not matter if she runs up to him, or if she turns her back and runs up the mountain. So she cannot push him. She can only loosen up and match Assassin's push.
良いのか、力を弱めて。これならば私の方からお前を弾き飛ばせるが。
Assassin stares at Saber in satisfaction. There's no inhumane emotion there. The swordsman is just fascinated by her eyes. trying to find some way out of this hopeless situation.
このために自らの武器を傷つけたのか、アサシン。
無論拉致が開かぬのでな、勝負をつけに来た。これならば以前のお前に戻ろうと思ってな。果たし合いの最中に後のことなど考えるな。
Yeah, you're doing him a disservice. She gasps. Assassin's words are not to insult her, but... Yeah, might want to hurry. The compound is burning. Sounds of swords clashing and breaking. It is the sound of battle between Gilgamesh and Emiya Shiro.
どうやら縁も竹縄というところだな。こんなところで門前払いを受けている場合ではないぞ、セイバ
アサシン。
She puts power into her arms. She puts magical energy into her sword to push her enemy back. But she cannot do it. She will die once she does so. She will fall into Assassin's trap when she gets away from him. She grits her teeth in frustration. She puts magical energy into her sword without a plan. Then...
何を迷う。お互いやるべきことは一つだろう。
The swordsman's voice is clear.
アサシン。
もとより我らは役割を果たすためだけに呼び出された。私がこの門を守るようにお前にも守るものがある。ならば迷う隙などあるまい。それにな、セイバー。時間がないのはお前に限った話ではない。
Yeah, he's fading away. There's no lie in those words. Those are the first and last true words for the swordsman that fulfilled his role as a fictional character. That he would like for both of them to go all out on each other. The swordsman in front of her is telling her his only wish, his only compensation for being summoned in this world.
失礼をした。確かに、お互い時間はない。
She releases the magical energy in her sword. The merciless force pushes Assassin back. He slides back about 2 meters. Saber doesn't move, even though she's within Assassin's best range. She does not run up to the mountain gate, nor does she charge at Assassin. She releases the seal. Showing her sword, Saber confronts Assassin. There's no hesitation in her eyes. She will use all her powers if need be. Her eyes state that she will use all her strength to defeat the enemy in front of her. There's nothing to talk about now. The fictional swordsman readies his sword.
いざ。
Let's. He greets his greatest enemy with his strongest technique. Okay. She struggles through the sea of tainted meat. The lake isn't even a meter deep. Chunks of flesh carpet the bottom, so she only sinks up to her knees.
この気持ち悪いにも程があるってのよ。
Yeah, I would feel a bit gross stepping on flesh too. Yeah, I don't like that. She grumbles as she breathes hard. Every step brings a chill as if she's treading on piles of insects. If she stops moving, the taint on her skin begins to solidify and consume her.
もうこんちくしょう。
She shakes it off with all her might and keeps going. It's It's almost impossible to keep wading through the rottenness while still keeping her sanity. After this, even slaughtering a cow shouldn't be a big deal. Tosaka Rin even thinks that, Tosaka Rin thinks so defiantly. Yeah, I don't want to think about it. So she's getting used to this work now. She is so tense that she'll stop moving when she stops treating this as work. But at least there's no mental damage this way. I guess. But she cannot endure it with just willpower. Her temperature rises with each step. The meat on her legs attacks her nerves instantly. Even if she flings it off, the poison has already entered her system. Curse. The malice is almost tangible, and it feels like a disease. One will get sick when touched by it. It taints the nerves, takes away energy, boils the brain, and kills within one step. A normal person would stop moving after 2 steps and would fall into the sea of decay. She doesn't know what would happen after that. She doesn't even want to consider whether she'd be suffocated or absorbed into the poisoned flesh. Her mind is too overcome with heat even to think about it. She braces her staggering feet and keeps moving forward. Rin did not enter the pool of mud without a plan. She swallowed 2 jewels and is using all of the magical energy she saved up to defend herself. If this curse is a crystallization of pure magical energy, she should be able to repel it with strong magical energy of her own. Do you have enough to spare between Shiro and Saber? I mean, I think she does. I'm pretty sure she does. Her vision wavers. Her guess was right, but her scale was off. The swallowed jewels are as good as a paper shield against the curse. This is not something a human can fight against. No human can ward off this curse. In here, one's belief in oneself is the only support of their life.
もうこれなら火の上に飛び込んだ方が涼しいのに。
Ow. With her jewel's protection, jumping into a sea of fire would be no problem. As soon as she complains. She gets angry at herself and sets her mind straight. It's not true. She cannot be complaining. She concentrates on the sounds behind her. She cannot see the 2 anymore. She doesn't know if Shiro moved the battleground away, or if he's just cornered. Either way, it seems the fight has gone to the compound.
あと少し一気に行くからそれまで。
She runs. It's only as fast as walking, but she frantically moves her feet. She pushes her way through the tainted meat. Her breathing ragged, she reaches out. Now you just gotta grab onto that disgusting flesh pile and climb. She climbs up. She can feel the mountain of meat. That's what she said.
なんかこっちのが楽みたい。
Yep, the heart of the storm, or the heart of the pool of shit. She lays on the pulsing ground. This feels even nastier, but the heat violating her nerves goes away.
ちょっとこれもしかして。
Yep, you're on top of Shinji's meat. She puts her finger on the red ground. It's the same as the black mud, but it has form. It is something that should not exist in this world. Something that came out of the Holy Grail and took form using magical energy.
サーバント。これサーバントと同じなんだ。
She murmurs in blank amazement. She tries to think what this could mean, then stops herself. This isn't the time. There's only one thing she must do right now.
よし、回復した。さっさとシンジを見つけて、こんなところとはおさらばよ。
She gets up and runs along the top of the mountain of meat. It's an island about 50 meters wide. She couldn't tell before, but this lumpy meat is intertwined.
いた。
Within it all, Mato Shinji is there, hidden amongst the flesh.